So this guy that I know, um, we went out for a beer and we had a little talk. Um, it was kind of sad, yet relatable. And um, the more we talked, I also started to like notice a pattern, like not a pattern with him, but a pattern with what's that saying? It's like I guess it's like Murphy's Law in a way, where you do something, but then something unexpected happens, as when when you are trying to do something that kind of works out, but it doesn't work out. Um, but he he's known this girl for for a long time. He's older than I am. He's 42. But his girlfriend for uh for 20 years. They broke up, and I didn't ask why they broke up because it's none of my business. But he definitely was sad about it. I'm pretty sure she left him for another guy or something like that. It's pretty common. And so as we were talking and he was explaining the situation, he said he was trying to, get back with her for the past like 2 to 3 years. So I'm like, oh, that's weird, you know. But he's talking, and I don't want to like say, oh yeah, me too, whatever, you know. And as he's trying to get back with his recent ex girlfriend, some other girl that he used to know, um, like while they were dating, like they've done nothing with each other, but it turns out that this other girl had feelings for him for a long time, and while he was dating his girlfriend, you know, he he's seen this other girl like go through multiple relationships. Some of them last for like a year, some of them were like 3 to 5 years, and most of them were situationships where she probably dated a guy just for a place to stay, for some form of security. And yeah, I guess I get that. So, but while he's actively trying to get back with his ex girlfriend, the other girl that he used to know pretty much confessed all of her feelings for him. So then that's when I had to interject. So I said, hey, like, what's the likelihood of your ex girlfriend trying to get back with you? And he's saying that he doesn't really know because, like, he's been making attempts, like he's not trying to like push it. He is trying to give her space, but he is, sending, text messages here and there saying how he feels, calling to see if she'll pick up the phone. She never does, which is strangely ironic, but uh yeah, he's been doing what he can to like get back with this woman that he's known for a long time. And I'm sure his breakup was far different than mine. you know um because he works a lot for what it's worth. you know um he has no kids, but you know he does have a pretty big house for a now single guy. um he doesn't know, like, where his ex-girlfriend moved to or whatever, but um he's making it known and pretty clear that he's still in love with this woman. you know uh the guy part, the immature part of me would probably advise him to just like move on and count your losses. Like, I understand that it's been an extremely long relationship and everything. um but sometimes women play this cat and mouse game, unfortunately. And it is a time consumer. At the end of the day, it is a time consumer, because it's like, you know um while you're spending time, money, and effort trying to get with one woman, there's probably someone else who probably would appreciate that time, money, and effort. And the roles could be reversed too. The girl could be spending time, money, and effort, but and and what I mean the roles could be reversed is like, this other girl that came up out of the blue, um, you know, like, confessed her feelings. And like, I'm saying, like, hey, like, is that how she really feels, or are you another second option? Because I shouldn't be talking. you know um like, in your 40s, you definitely should be, ideally, in a perfect world, ideally, you know you should be married and have at least one kid. But as time goes on, it gets harder and harder and harder to even raise a child. Like, him having his own home, that's, I guess, that's one headache he doesn't have to worry about as far as life goes, by paying someone else's mortgage. you know um but at the same time, it's like, you're trying to get back with your ex, and here's someone who pretty much poured, her heart out. And like, I mean, the whole entire world knows that men are scumbag. It's pretty transparent. But with women, you have to tread carefully, because they could cry and say they love you, but at the same time, they literally have another guy on the back burner. Like, it's easy for women to find a new partner. They could literally go to the bar and, like, ask any random guy in that bar to, like, pay for a hotel, to pay for their drinks, and they could literally get their kitties ate that night. We're men, we have to have a game plan to do that, you know? And there's a lot of factors that come in place, like how you look, how you dress, how tall you are, like there's a bunch of factors. You could be white, you could be black, that the girl dates black guys only, or white guys only, tall guys only, what have you. So but with women, like you still have to be extremely careful because like, she could say, she loves you one minute and then the next minute she could be on Facebook, you know, directly or indirectly pretty much telling people how much of a hole you were. You know, it's wild. And I told him like, as much as, you love this woman that you're trying to get back with, you know, like don't rush into things, just let it happen organically. You could be 42 years old, with without a child and being married, then what's another year? What's another 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 10 years? You know, um, you know, there's there's a small fraction of men that benefit from marriage, but the majority of men don't. So, you know, I tell them just, take your time, see where things go, pick at her brain. Eventually, um, eventually, true colors are shown. And, if the second woman that confessed her feelings or anything like that, if it's true, her true colors will show. If not, then, at least and just keep on keeping on. Get a dog. He has cats, but get a dog. They don't betray you. You know, unless if the other person has like a doggy treat or something like that, then they'll betray you. But other than that, dogs are loyal through and through. So, um, it is kind of ironic that you know I'm going through a similar situation. I mean, like, no other girl expressed her feelings to me, but like, everything up to, the girl confessing his feelings, like everything was kind of similar. Um, it also like right now it just dawned on me like like when a man breaks up with a woman asks for closure and a reason why, and the men will tell them. But if it's the other way around, they won't say anything and they just expect you to be mind readers. So, a question for women: why do you expect men to be mind readers? The whole entire world knows there's a ball of emotions that are formed into a yarn, and you expect us to see through all those emotions but you won't tell us what those emotions are. You want us to say things to your face, yet you ignore us. You want us to prove that we love you, but you won't tell us how. You won't even you won't even talk to us. Why do you do that? There's at least 4, 5 dozen mysteries on Earth, and I want to safely say a woman's emotions, or her failing to express her emotions, is definitely one of those mysteries, or a world wonder. Um, oh, uh, anyways,